Do you agree with our card? That it's a suicide mission?
I didn't say that. If I did, I wouldn't be here. But I know the dangers involved, and I think you should order Sybil to stay behind.
Miss Carrington is a very intelligent young woman, quite capable of reaching her own decisions.
Doctor, turn on the radio quickly.
Fires, floods, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions in unheard of numbers bursting out all over the world. Foreign Minister Slurdoff first accused the United States of triggering the fires that broke out in his country by nuclear means, until convinced that similar holocausts were occurring without visible cause through this and other nations as well. There have been suggestions that these disasters are a follow-up of the warning purporting to come from outer space, from hostile beings on a distant nebula who demanded that humans desist from attempts at space travel. The strange message was dismissed as a hoax by the United Nations Security Council at the time, but many responsible persons believe that it should have been taken seriously. But just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. A bulletin has been handed me. And reports are coming in thick and fast of wheat and cornfields destroyed, ships sunk, all occurring at the same instant. This is a bulletin. There can be no question of coincidence here. These terrible events are purposeful and directed.
Yellow? Yes, Hodge. Yes, we've been listening. Well, what can we do? We've got to quit. I know it's disappointing. How do you think I feel? Yes, I know. But we can't fight this. Yes. Dave Boyer is here with me now. I'll send him over with a statement you can read on the floor. Goodbye.
Man, you're not giving up.
We're up against a race of beings whose intelligence is as ours to ants and bacteria. We have the choice of continuing to exist under whatever conditions they may name, or of being exterminated. It's that simple. Sybil, I want you to type this up immediately.
Intolerable.
Well, I guess that puts the wraps on Sigma.
And to think that Van should have to plunge the knife. Now, let Stevens give the report. I haven't got the heart for it. I'm sick.
The honorable delegates will recall how my colleagues and I warned of the dire consequences if we ignored this ultimatum. We are obviously in the grip of a force stronger than we can oppose. I notice that the delegate from the United States has chosen not to be present. Well, Mr. United States Delegate, don't you agree that we must immediately give up this insane project as a matter of pure, naked survival?
The delegate from the United States sends his apologies for his unfortunate absence from this important meeting. But he sent me here with a message that expresses not only his views, but the views of Dr. Van Pond, the head of Project Sigma. The delegate has spoken of naked survival. Gentlemen, you do not survive by abject surrender. Nations and worlds must fight for survival. If we give in now, let down our defenses, give this alien planet full control over our actions and our lives for mere survival, won't they decide to take even that away from us? Now, the gentlemen here ask themselves why these aliens are so concerned that we do not penetrate the Sigma barrier. Isn't it peculiar that this action alone excites them to retaliation? They consider us a danger to them if we break out of quarantine, as they so tactfully put it. They haven't even bothered to find out whether our motives are peaceful or not. They don't know that we would collaborate and share knowledge, greet them as equal partners in the universe. But we can't show them this by surrendering. No, it's precisely because they do not wish us to travel the skies that we must do so. Gentlemen, we must proceed with Project Sigma at all costs.
What looked like certain defeat for Project Sigma was turned into a brilliant vindication by the impassioned address of an emissary representing both Delegate Hotchkiss and Dr. Van Ponder.
Radiation density, 1,500 miles, 10 to the minus 27. 2,000 miles, 10 to the minus 30. 2,500 miles.
Doctor, how did you get here?
And we've been sweating it out here for the past 3 hours.
Well, that's funny because I could have sworn I just saw you over the proving ground.
I guess the pace is getting too much for you, Johnny. The eyes go first. Van Hair will probably be next. It's been working like twins.
Triplets is more like it. Oh, I just came to tell Dave that the new solenoids have arrived. We're testing them now.
Okay, Johnny, I'll check them later. You know, Van, I would have sworn you'd take my head off of that stunt I pulled at the Security Council.
On the contrary, Dave, I should thank you. I don't know what got into me to give way as I did. I mean, you're dead for saving Project Sigma.
Do you still have that growth on your arm? You know, you ought to take care of that, Van. Those things can be dangerous.
Dr. Van Ponder, you are wanted in reactor construction area. Urgent.
I better get over there. Dave, I'd like you to... What's the matter?
Nothing, Van. But you can handle the rest of these reports, can't you?
Sure. I'll see you later.
All right. You wanted to see me, John?
Yes, Doctor. It's these new solenoids. They're not testing up to capacity resistance.
Oh? How do they test?
Well, 68 ohms maximum should be a D75. See, I thought if I added this extra
I don't
coil...
think it matters very much. Every element of the reactor is geared to a 6-to-1 safety factor.
Look out. Good Lord, I'll get a doctor.
No! John!
Dr. Lazar, emergency in reactor area. Come at once.
Let me look at that hand, Van. What kind of a joke is this?
Would you mind explaining what this is all about?
Oh, sure. John came rushing in, said you'd burned your hand. Burned it off, he said.
With the torch, I saw it.
Quite obviously, he's mistaken.
Yes, I should think he is.
We were examining these solenoids. Suddenly he screamed and ran from the room.
I see. Well, he's been under a lot of pressure. I'm surprised there hasn't been more of this sort of thing as we approach blastoff.
What are you talking about?
Buck fever, my boy. I'm afraid you're grounded.
But you can't negate what I saw.
Come on now. I'm sure Dr. Van Ponder...
But I saw it with my own eyes in the flame of that torch. And he didn't even feel it.
John.
There's something about you. You're not human.
John, stop it.
All right, I'll go. But I know what I saw.
Perhaps you see too much, John.
Come on, John.
This is Mother Earth Master Control. Mother Earth Master Control calling Captain MT Space on the 7th moon of Jupiter. Captain Space.
Yeah?
We realize now we made a mistake and sent you the wrong kind of rabbit. Please pack up the one you received, and we will send a special rocket ship to pick it up. That is all. Over and out.
Hey, wait a minute, Mother Earth Master Control. Hey, wait a minute, please. Hey, trying to get you on the phone back. Hey, wait a minute, Mother Earth Master Control. I don't want to send this rabbit back. This is exactly the one that I want now. Hey, Mother Earth Master Control. They want me to send my bunny rabbit back to Earth, and I don't want to. Gee, I gotta look her up someplace. She went way over there in that crazy field. I gotta get her, though, because orders is orders, you know, as they say on Mother Earth Master Control. Gee whizzikers. Well, you watch the COMMERCIAL while I'm looking her up, okay?
Hello?
Hello, Sybil. This is Dave. Look, I know it's a little late, but this is kind of important.
Dave, where have you been? They've been trying to locate you everywhere. We blast off at 23:30.
23:30?
Van, advance the time. You've just got 45 minutes. You better step on it.
Look, Sybil, meet me at the launching site. I've got to speak to you.
Dave, stop wasting time. Hurry.
Sybil, I've got to talk to you. It's important.
Rocket 1, minus 6
We don't have much time, Dave.
We've got plenty of time. They're just calling for Rocket 1.
I'm going on Rocket 1.
You were scheduled for Rocket 2 with me.
Well, Van made the switch.
Van made the switch. Sybil, you can't go with him.
He must have had a reason.
Rocket 1, minus 5 minutes.
Corrections on the calculation.
Okay.
Checking in, sir.
All right, Bennett. Ready, Van? I thought you grounded him.
Oh, no, he's perfectly okay. I checked him out thoroughly. Even gave up your hallucination, didn't you, John? Yes, sir. I'm sorry I caused trouble, sir. You see, just as good as new. And astronautical engineers don't grow on trees, do they? No. No, they don't. But I'll see you on board. Yes, sir. See you, man.
Rocket 1, minus 4 minutes. Dr. Van Munder wanted in general control.
Dr. Van Ponder, you're wanted on board Rocket 1 immediately.
Minus 3 minutes. Crew stations
blast off. Checked out?
Everything all right?
Good. I'm depending on you.
Yes, sir.
Have a good trip, John.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get a round-trip ticket.
2, 1, fire. Rocket 2, minus 10 minutes.
Rocket 1, second stage. Fire. Rocket 2, second stage. Fire. Rocket 3, second stage. Fire. Rocket 1, third stage. Fire. Rocket 1 approaching rendezvous point.